Morning.
Morning. We just got dropped off from Rerun and Irish, or some trail angels in Pinedale, and they're fantastic true angels. They give free rides up to the trailhead whenever you want. So we had them pick us up at 7 a.m. Got started at 7:30. We're kind of walking up the same trail that we came down when we got picked up by Rerun. Had a wonderful 2-day rest. Our bodies are, I think, was 92% recovered on our watches, so that's great. Had some good sleep, good food, and lots of just sitting around, letting our bodies relax.
Yep.
Our next stop will be Lander in about 4 days.
Just made it to Sweeney Lake Trail. Looking back at the mountains, today they're looking particularly good. They got washed off by the rain. The smoke is gone. That's the direction we came from. And now we are going to be going by this little lake, down over this basin and up to another section of the Windriver Range.
Continuing on the Pole Creek Trail. Got about 7 miles in, and we're gonna take our first break of the day. Well, we had a nice break, and then it started raining again. We have redeployed our umbrellas and are, again, working through this day of on and off rain. Let's see how it goes. It's been really cool terrain though. Lots of big rocks, mountains, tons of little lakes. It's a big fishing area. When people come out here to backpack, they walk from lake to lake and do their fishing.
Sometimes there are no rock hopping, no trees, just walk through the water. And it's early enough in the day that we're going to just keep our shoes on. It's safer to keep your shoes on. And Renee's doing an excellent job crossing. I'm going to go up behind this bump over here, over this side over here, and then down along the lake around the corner. And then eventually we'll be making our turn to the left and getting closer to reconnecting to the CDT.
Finally joining back up with the CDT, and we get to see more of the winds that we expect. We are working our way up to Hat Pass, which is kind of the saddle you see between the two peaks. So, although it looks like we're almost there, we've got about 3/4 of a mile left to actually get there. So, all right, made it up to Hat Pass. There's usually some sort of post or cairn at the top letting you know that, woohoo, no more climbing, you made it. Almost at 20 miles. Plan to do another 4 after break. And find a nice place to camp. Nice little valley surrounded by mountains. It's just still.
So today, the sun is finally out. Beautiful. Thankful for that. We've did over 4,100 feet of elevation gain, which, you know, today was supposed to be a flat day, and I guess that's the definition of flat in the winds. We're at 22 miles. We're hiking till 6:30 or so, trying to get to what's called Pipestone Lakes, which are just up ahead. I'm sure they'll be beautiful, but this is the area we're going through right now. Overall, it's been a good day. It's 7:30. We are off trail just a little bit. Found this tiny little lake. It's really deep, so the water is really good. It wasn't sort of all mucky or anything else. Renee has set up the kitchen. I believe we're having mac and cheese tonight, one of our 5 staples. And then just over this way is our tent area. See if we can bring it over here. Okay, there's our tent area over there. I'll zoom in. There's our tent. And we're about ready to start having dinner.
Good morning. Day 2 out of Pinedale. Just left camp. Sun isn't quite up yet. Mornings like this are just so beautiful. It's just a bluebird sky.
Got about a mile in so far. We've lost a little bit of elevation. We're in this valley, and where we started this morning, there was no frost. But in this little area here, this valley, the grass here has got a good little layer of frost on it, a little layer of dew. It's one of the reasons why you always want to camp underneath trees instead of the middle of open valleys like this. There's a stream up ahead, and it's the Hollis Creek. And even though we have dry feet right now, I think we may be getting wet feet as we cross this creek. But it's a beautiful morning. The sun's starting to touch the edge of the trees. It's a bluebird sky day. So we are happy. Maybe except for this stream crossing. So we went upstream to a place where we saw a potential line to get across without getting our feet wet. Looks like Renee has found the code and is 3/4 the way to success. There we go. Woohoo! Walking along the middle fork of Boulder Creek, heading towards Sandpoint Lake, which is what we just over the pass. The sun is coming up, and all the frosty grass is now turning into dewy grass. It's a beautiful day. As Renee said, we're making our way towards the Cirque, which is we're very excited about, which you could probably tell because we've been talking about it nonstop. But this morning is I'm feeling great. Yesterday, I must have packed my pack a little bit differently, and then getting out on trail, because towards the end of the day, my back was just screaming in pain. And I don't know what it was, but I packed my pack differently this morning, and it seems to be working great. I'll keep you posted towards the end of the day how I'm feeling. But yesterday for me, physically, it was a tough day. Now, partly we went over a pass towards the end of the day, Hat Pass, that was 10,800 feet. So I was sucking air, and it was a long, drawn out pass. So even though it wasn't steep, it just took forever. And I think that this sort of crushed me a little bit mentally as well as physically.
Look at this lovely crossing. We don't have to get our feet wet because all of these strategically placed rocks. Pierre expertly going across. There's always one that wobbles.
I think I must have missed it. Oh my. I wish all stream crossings were like that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Looks like we're headed, we got over this way, we've got kind of flattish mountains, little hills, rocky, and then we move towards our direction. We've got kind of what we're going into, I think.
Looking back where we've come from, so back there, Titcomb Basin, Bonneville Basin up here, and then as we're moving forward, we'll be along the big pasture area, and then we'll take a left, go up one of the drainages, hit Texas Pass.
We just finished lunch, had our green belly bars because we've got some big climbing ahead, clearly. We've got Texas Pass and then Jackass Pass right after that, which is all part of the Cirque. And the top of Texas Pass, which is the first one, is about 5 miles away. So we're working our way up this valley. Beautiful. You can see what to come. They couldn't ask for a better day to do the Cirque. We are so blessed. It is just perfect temperature, nice breeze, and not a cloud in the sky. One of 2 more lakes before we get to the pass. It's a pretty big one. I think from now on there'll be far fewer trees. So, last lake before our pass, Texas Lake, and then we have to climb up that. It's a scramble, there's no trails or anything like that, it's just scrambling up the 400 feet about straight up. There we go. This is our scramble.
Making our way up Texas Pass. It's a choose your own adventure rock scramble. Just another 100 feet, maybe 200 feet to the top.
It's 11,400. That was harder or easier than you thought?
Easier.
Easier? Okay.
Yeah. It was fine. It was, just take your time and take your line. So here is the Cirque of the Unclimbables, famous place in North American rock climbing locations, and we'll be going down over here and then up over the pass in front of us there, and then we'll try to find a camp spot on the other side of the pass.
Heading down from Texas Pass, looking ahead to Jackass Pass, which you can see ahead, little zigzags going up the hill right there. But, whoa, just surrounded by beauty. Amazing.
Made it down, looking up towards Jackass Pass, and then looking back at Lonesome Lake. What a beautiful space. Just one more little climb. There's the moon, if you can see it up in the sky.
Very rugged trail. Doing a lot of rock hopping, climbing. Very little trail, mostly just big rocks.
And now we're going on the east side of North Fork Lake. We don't know what we got ourselves into. We got ourselves into something though. Yeah. Holy cow. There's the down. There's the other side of the pass. And we're going down this way. And oh, there's people that way, so that's a good sign. There's people along this, so that means it's doable.
Here we are. We made it to camp. It was a hard day, but a beautiful day, epic day. It was really beautiful and fun. There's our tent over there. There's lots of people camping around this lake. Oh, there's a little critter.
Little bears.
Bears. There was a pika over on this side of me. So anyway, we have a stunning view, and it's about 7:20, and we're about to have some taco dinner. Pika.
Just finished up dinner, watching the alpine glow on the mountains, and just relaxing after a short day, but a hard day, because the trail wasn't super cruisy in certain sections and pretty steep. But we got our miles that we needed to get, and this is the reward for a hard day.
Good morning. It's day 3 out of Pinedale. This is the lake that we stayed at last night. Beautiful. 6:30 this morning. Sun has not quite risen yet. This is what we're looking at.
Take a little view of the Oatmeal, please.
There you go. Oh, lots of little pikas around here. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. Looking forward to a day. We have not traveled through this part of the winds.
Good morning, says the marmot. We're about a mile down the trail, pan up from where the marmot's hanging out to see what we can see. And this is the mountain that we're going to. Over here is the other peak, and there's the vista. So we'll be going up that way. Looking up ahead, we can see some horse people over there. And if we keep on panning over here, we also see a moose on our trail. Just enjoying breakfast. So hopefully he'll get off our trail by the time we get up there. It's a cow, so it shouldn't be super aggressive.
Going towards Temple Pass, which is the saddle there between the two mountains.
Making our way down. Got a few switchbacks here.
I do not want to do.
No, I know. But you got a switchback on. Going around. All right. Picking our line along the side of the trail. Sometimes it's pretty thin and slippery, so you gotta be always careful. Renee's doing an excellent job coming down. We got a dozen or so more switchbacks until we get the lake below, and then we're following that drainage over there out.
Making our way down this beautiful valley. Such a beautiful day. Not super cruisy. Lots of rocks. There's areas where you can just walk nicely, but A lot of it is rocky, but oh my goodness, the surroundings are amazing.
Looking back to where we came from, Little Sandy Creek drainage, massive walls of granite, and then as we're going down, it's pretty level. Got a couple more miles of this. We have to climb up over a bump or so two, and we'll be leaving the winds. But there is Renee to the front, motoring as she always does.
There's Pierre coming up the valley, walking along this river.
Looking back from where we came, we are, I would argue, out of the winds particular. Now we're just sort of heading south. Obviously this was a burn some time ago because you got all the newer growth and the trees down by its side. But we now going to be hiking, losing elevation along this trail. It's pretty cruisy, and we'll see if we can get the miles that we wanted to get in by the end of the day. If we don't, we just have a longer day tomorrow.
Definitely out of the winds. Yep. Now we got rounded hills and prairie, and we have loaded up on water because we're dry camping tonight, trying to make it a little over 24 miles. So we have about 16 to do tomorrow, and to Lander, the town of Lander. So hard at the end of the day, but it's been really nice cruisy trail for the last part of the day. First part of the day was really challenging until just after lunch. So we're blessed to have this cruisy trail to help our legs make it to the end of the day.
Oh, look at that light on those hills.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Very cool. Just strolling by these bones. Kind of creepy.
Yeah. Here we are at the end of a 24.4 day hike. Renee is using her favorite little tool, her air pump, to blow up the air mattresses of our tent. So there we are here, looking at our tent site. Beautiful blue skies over there. We are going to be heading that way tomorrow, but we came from over this way.
It is a town day morning. We got up a little bit early this morning. Around 4:40, so we could get a start around 6, which we did. We've got 15.4 to get to the highway to hitch to Lander. So the sun isn't up yet. We almost had to wear our headlight lamps when we started. It should be a fairly cruisy morning. So we're
just one climb over 9,000 feet.
Yeah, just one climb over 9,000 feet. So
we got about a little more than 5 miles before we get to the highway for our hitchhike into Lander. We've been losing elevation. It's been getting steadily warmer. We're in this nice transition forest. You can see over here there's aspen and a little bit of lodgepole pine and white pine. The tread has been wonderful. We just stopped for a little water break. Plans for going into Lander, which is going to be a pretty busy town day. We have to do laundry, pick up our boxes, get some fuel, do a little mending of our pack. One of our side pouches broke off, and so we got to fix that up. Any other tasks, chores that we have to do? I'll probably shower. Love?
well, do the boxes.
Do the boxes. Renee always does the amazing job with the boxes, and plan for
Eat lots of food.
eat plenty of food, and try to get some rest as well. Okay.
Us looking back where we came from, and starting to look a little bit more like the basin. Just flat, rolling little hills. Still walking down this 2-track. We've got about 2 miles left.
We are at mile 1280. We got half mile to the highway that's in front of us, and then we're gonna pitch into Lander. All of this before noon on a Friday, so this was a good half day. 16 miles total. Love, what do you think? Good half day? Yeah. We'll take you to Lander and check out what that's all about.